Happy New Year and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a little New Year house reset. So I filmed this in the beloved week between Christmas and New Year when it kind of feels like nobody knows what day it is. We're all sort of in limbo. And this was the first day that our Christmas festivities and get-togethers were completely over. We didn't have anything going on. But the next morning, we were leaving for a little New Year's weekend road trip. So I really had to prioritize what I wanted done. So that we could come home New Year's Eve to like a clean, refreshed house. So I started by washing everybody's sheets because there was some definite sickness floating around. We moved on to Christmas cleanup. I love the house feeling cozy, but honestly, the cleanup after Christmas and kind of decluttering our space again is so satisfying for me. So my little helper was very ready to help me take the tree apart and go through our ornaments. This year, we decided to go through the ones that the kids had handmade this year and last and just kind of pare it down a little bit. They both have done several over the years, which we love and cherish for sure, but it was just getting kind of a lot. So there were a few from this year that either weren't their favorites or they just kind of threw together because it's something we were doing. So these are the ones I ended up parting with. A couple are from like McDonald's Happy Meals and stuff, so don't come at me. It was a necessary reduction in ornaments for sure. And then I carried all of the things downstairs. My sweet husband has worked very hard on our storage situation in the basement, and so I decided just to kind of take everything to the bottom of the stairs and let him take it from there, which he was glad to do. So Christmas cleanup was almost done. The only other spot was our mantle, so we took stockings down, snow globes, and all of the things. And you'll see at the end of this, our mantle looks like it definitely needs some help because it is just completely bare. So Christmas is put away and on to the next. This drop zone easily becomes one of the most cluttered places in our house. We only have 4 people in our family and somehow like 18 pairs of shoes up here at any given time. So picked that up, took a little vacuum break. Love good vacuum lines when you're trying to get things clean, you know? And then came back to that little drop zone to clean the floors. So because this is such a tiny area and it really takes no time, my favorite way to do it is with thieves cleaner and a microfiber cloth. I do not actually love these cloths. These were a husband pick as well, but you guys, they work so good, especially for jobs like this because this area just gets absolutely destroyed with winter boots and all of the messy things. So got that real nice and clean and then moved on to the playroom. So like I said, this was after Christmas. So all of our kids' new Christmas toys from us and grandparents and everybody were just kind of out and it was overwhelming. Yes, I do usually make my kids help me, but this was my only day to be able to do this. And so I just kind of let them play wherever I wasn't and tackled things one mess at a time. So my plan of attack was to kind of move all the toys just onto one rug so I could clean the table and vacuum the floors. And that part didn't take too long, but then as you can see, I have this toy situation waiting for me over here. So how we do our toy storage is everything kind of has a basket. And so it wasn't too difficult to take their new things from Christmas and sort it into the right category. And then we just got things sorted back into our little toy storage closet and kids' rooms and everywhere that they needed to go. With the playroom done, I got to move on to the kitchen. And kitchen pickup actually doesn't take too long. I feel like we have a good system. So the kids are very ready to help. I got this little red broom you'll see here in a second for Christmas. And you guys, it's one of the old school ones that we all had like in school that the teachers would vacuum up the classroom carpet with. And I am absolutely obsessed. It's like major nostalgia, but also actually works really well. So my son was experimenting with that while I did sort of just the everyday kitchen cleanup stuff. And then here in a second, I think some nesting kicked in. I'm 24 weeks pregnant in this video, and I just decided that I absolutely had to clear out these cabinets, and for good reason. I mean, look at them. The holiday baking had me clearly a little frazzled and not focused on where to put things back. And then this is like our junk cabinet that has just collected all the things and desperately needed some attention. So I cleared out all of the cabinets, started by taking everything out. You guys, the amount of things and the variety of things in this kind of overflow cabinet situation was insane. I mean, band-aids, first aid kit, thank you cards, tea and coffee supplies. There was literally no system to it. So thankfully it gets much better here in a minute. Having this done made me feel a lot better, and just having things not like filled to the brim is exactly what I was hoping for to come back from after our New Year's trip. So everything's looking much better. Everything has a place except for these things that I left for Jeremy to kind of tackle when he got home. And then this is sort of a random, you could tell, like, I really do think I was in full nesting mode because I decided that the homeschool carts needed to be cleared out. So we're doing homeschool preschool if you're new here, and the carts were a mess and not very easily accessible. So we did a good old fashioned take everything off and clear it out and put everything back on. It was a very big mess, and my kids were so excited because they were able to find some things that we hadn't seen in a while because they were buried. So here goes the cleanup. There's the pile of stuff that we got rid of, and then both carts are looking much better. We're actually going to be able to find everything when we start a new homeschool semester in January. So we're excited for that. And then by this point, everybody's sheets were done. So we got all the beds made. And this ended up being our last project for the day because it was almost dinner time already. It's insane. The day actually flew by. So we got all the beds made, and that brings us to the end of our New Year house refresh. So hopefully this encouraged you or motivated you to cross some things off your list to feel ready for the new year. Make sure to subscribe and stick around for more pregnancy, homeschool content. There's a little bit of everything around here right now. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.